Resident Evil
2. I'm gonna, for the sake of ease, we're gonna go easy.
I mean, that is the sake of ease, I guess. Yeah. I mean,
I
like, literally.
hate riddles.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I hate riddles, I hate paradoxes, I hate queries. I'm only interested in action. Straight action.
That's why I'm playing Scorn right now, for the puzzles.
Dude, you are gonna hate Scorn by the end of it. If you don't, I'm gonna question a lot of things.
I felt bad killing the little baby guy. I love this way that this game looks on the PS2.
I like the weird Dutch angle.
It's because of the grain, almost.
Yeah.
It gives it personality, you know? I mean, like, some people go, oh, this game looks old, it's got grain. I'm like, it's the same thing with movies.
You know what?
And I'm like, dude.
It's better than being like a homogenized mess.
It's
like
better
most
than,
games are right now.
Well, again, it's better than looking like cleaning up with AI and
Yeah.
having like people's faces be like molded to their fucking glasses or something.
Dude, like, show any scene from this, and then show like Dragon Age Veilguard. Like any of those characters, they look like freaking Humpty Dumpty broken.
Well, they have that latex skin look. What was it? Jump Force.
Jump Force is the big one in that.
Like they literally.
Oh my god.
Well, Jump Force has an excuse because they're supposed to be like action figures or whatever.
It was the most horrifying way to make characters
So
look.
me and Rob went through and got all the online trophies for that before it shut down.
I know, because you guys are like masochists.
Yeah,
we are.
And I'm gonna let you know that game.
It was not worth
that
it.
game looks awful.
But see, now
I feel bad for
now,
fans of
now I have
those
to do the
series.
story campaign stuff, and I don't even want to do it.
No, please don't. I think you should you should value your time on this earth a lot more.
That's why I'm playing this game with you guys for like the 30th time that I've played this game. Or
Well,
something.
this is a good game, so
'Cause
no problem with that.
There's never a bad time to play this game.
Got a letter.
Oh, I know.
It's so good.
I know I randomly
Yeah.
brought up like Humpty Dumpty for some reason.
Yeah.
And that's because I saw the Humpty Dumpty movie.
Humpty Dumpty
My wife's
movie?
Yes, there is. It's called the Cults
ridiculous.
of Humpty Dumpty.
Oh, I was gonna
It's like
say
a horror movie?
It's a terrible horror movie, but it's like this dude who.
That's what I keep
Okay.
telling
Is
myself.
Not to get too much into this, but
Yeah.
it's a horror movie where a bunch of girls go down to somewhere. It's like a place called Green Cleanse, right? It's like this hippie commune.
Interesting.
And then they start sacrificing women to Humpty Dumpty, who's like a demon mischief god that can grant wishes.
You know what's funny? Whenever I think of Humpty Dumpty,
I couldn't have even come up with that if I tried. If I was a...
Whenever I
And
think
it's a sequel.
Whenever I think of
Wow.
Humpty Dumpty, I always
Yeah.
think of that scene in Mission Impossible 3 when he's like climbing up the wall, and he gets to the top, he's like Humpty Dumpty side.
Yeah,
of
it's
the
the
wall.
only time in the whole franchise he breaks
All the
the
king's
fourth.
men, all the king's horses.
It's the only time in the entire Mission Impossible franchise where he breaks the fourth wall for no reason.
I mean,
Just the two of us.
yeah.
It makes no sense.
I mean, yeah.
He just looks at the camera and is like, "Hey, audience, Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall." And then he just rolls off, and I'm like,
Oh,
"What
yeah.
is
and,
happening?"
And a lot of people forget that in the first Puss in Boots movie, Humpty Dumpty's like one of the main characters in that.
Well, he's got like lips for some reason. An
Well-
egg who has lips.
Well, Zach Galifianakis plays him in that.
Yeah, I know. It's like a weird egg that has lips that's got voiced by Zach Galifianakis.
I will say
It's
that
weird.
like that movie's pretty good. And I like it. No, it's not as good as the second one.
No, it's not as good as like what was it?
Last Wish is
Last Wish. Thank
so
you.
good.
Yeah, we're like
Gotta
death,
get
death
gotta
is a wolf
get my
that
map.
taunts you. It's great.
I'm death.
All right.
That's what he sounds
Should have
like.
been played by Keanu Reeves.
No, the guy from
There's nothing else here.
it's the dude
Wait,
from
what does he
Civil
say?
War.
Oh, that dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, I know.
There's
you're
nothing
talking
else
about.
worth taking.
Nothing.
His name is
Nothing.
the actor.
What about your wife in the back?
Ooh.
In the back seat. That I don't remember if that was actually confirmed or not. I know that
kinda wish it
Masahiro
was.
Ito, I think he said that he wouldn't put her in the trunk because he loved his wife. But I don't remember if he said that he didn't confirm or deny that she wasn't in the back seat.
Well, the amount that you love your wife can change depending in this game.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a possibility. Maybe it's more possible later
My
on.
name is James, and I love my wife.
My name is James, and I love drawing.
All I have to say is, what about Brad's wife?
Yeah. What about Brad's wife?
What about Brad's wife? Did you
11 years of service.
Oh God. Now I gotta say, loving the fog, loving the woods. Looking
like
good.
the fog just looks the best on this version.
You know, I think
Yeah.
I think the HD collections one is
What's-
somewhat. It's better.
What's the difference between like? No. But what's
I'm
No,
kidding.
I-
I'm kidding. I know.
what is the difference between like mist and fog?
Well, mist is just rain, right?
Well,
No, but that's
Kinda.
like a cloud. It's so cloudy, right? It's still like. it's still something you can't really see.
Mist
through,
is
right?
not. It's not quite drizzle, but it's not like quite fog.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, so fog is like a lack of rain, and mist
Yeah.
is
This is more of like
is accompanied by rain.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's because like fog's like more of like a aerated like moisture.
Is that left over?
Is that a moist towelette?
Ooh, I hope it is.
I love. There's some. Look at this makes me feel like someone's groping around inside my skull. It gives me a weird feeling.
That is a weird feeling, to be honest.
Nothing like saving.
God, look at that face. That is the face of a champion, or someone who looked at one of those like screaming visages of World War One. What's that dude's name who drew those? Like like the Scream.
I know what you're talking about.
That wasn't oh my god. Francis Bacon?
No. It's like Francis.
No, it's Mavis. That's Mavis Bacon.
No, not Mavis Bacon.
No, dude, you're thinking of Mavis Bacon, all right? God.
Francis Bacon did the one where like the guy's like eating.
No, I think that you're thinking of somebody else on that one. I think you're thinking of like
it's the Scream. It was done by Edvard Munch or Munch.
Wait, no. Look at Francis Bacon.
Well,
he's Norwegian.
Norwegian.
Yeah.
Because that was like because of like.
Oh, I'm thinking of like Blitz. I'm thinking of like the other guy. So
there are people theorize that the Scream was like during the Krakatoa explosion, and that's why the sky looked like that.
Oh, that makes more sense. Yeah.
Yeah, look up Francis Bacon. I'm pretty sure that he's the one who does.
You're thinking of like that.
The guy who's like eating the flesh.
Yeah, I think it's like Kronos eating like Zeus or something.
Yeah.
I'm not like a big art dude, but that's what I remember. That chiaroscuro shading.
It's hard to see with this fog.
I might be wrong. It might not have been Francis Bacon.
You can't miss it.
What a delicious man.
Look up images of his paintings.
But
yes?
I think you'd better stay away.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about though.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
I think it was an inspiration into this game actually.
Well, I mean, Jacob's Ladder. Let's not forget. Was a
Jacob's
inspiration
Ladder.
in this, along with Kindergarten Cop. And well, that's more the first one, but yeah.
That's so odd to me. It's kind of like
Okay, I got it.
I completely forgot about this until I saw it again.
I'm not lying.
But one of the buildings in the original Last of Us game is designed around the office.
If it's dangerous or not.
Oh!
One of the office buildings is
like
it is the exact layout of that building.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. I like, I mean, these people are nerds and everything. They like weird TV shows, I guess.
All right, don't judge me, but I think Parks and Rec is better.
Very important to me.
It's basically the same thing.
I do anything.
Yeah,
I mean,
honestly, the degree of separation on those is like very minuscule.
I like Parks and Rec better. That's just me.
That's fine. Like I'm not a big Steve Carell head, I guess. Like
I like him in certain things, but
I mean, what's your favorite role that he's ever done? I really can't think of much.
I love him in The Big Short.
I can't.
I'm not like
Foxcatcher, maybe.
Foxcatcher's good.
He was good in that.
I mean, it's also like a role he's not done before.
Yeah, it was very out of casting type.
And he's also like a PDF file, I think, or something.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's that. I mean that okay, all right. Other than that, though, most of them have been like comedy roles I'm not a huge fan of personally, but.
Yeah, I mean, like he'll do dramas every now and then, but
right, I'll be seeing.
He's more like Ben Stiller now than he was back then, I think, because Ben Stiller's now like directing. He's been in more,
it was funny because
like, purely dramas now.
He talked about his like career recently.
Oh, Ben.
Ben Stiller.
And I call him Ben personally.
This wasn't the way. Is this the right way? I don't remember now.
I guess we'll see in a moment.
But yeah.
No, this looks like the right way.
So
yeah. Good.
He was saying that back when he was making all the comedies in like the early 2000s, late 90s, whatever.
Right, like your Fockers
how
and
people
such.
like were like, you need to like stop acting because like you just do the same thing all the time and
like not no Comic Sans. I love to see it.
Yeah, baby, it looks like a real sign.
It was because like that was the era of like raunchy comedies and stuff, and like
the Zucker Brothers was like a big thing, like with what's that movie with How You Met Mary, or you know what I'm talking about?
Something About Mary.
Something About Mary. Thank you.
Yeah.
That was like a big time for those type of movies.
Hilarious.
Yeah, and he was like, he's like, I wanted to just be creative and make films, and like things I like that were funny, and
Yeah,
you know that
like 4-Year-Old Virgin.
Like he's like those wouldn't get made. Those films wouldn't get made now. He's like, but
No.
you know.
Well, that's Steve Carell, not Ben Stiller. But
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, like for me, like a lot of my old films growing up were like Ben Stiller was in a lot of them. You know, I love
Like
Dodgeball.
the scene with the hair gel.
So here's what I say about Dodgeball.
It's
okay.
not a masterpiece, but like
No.
Heavyweights
but
is
dude,
the goat though.
yeah, oh yeah.
I love that movie. Dude, he's so funny in
But
that.
like,
you know, alright,
you
yeah,
can't
sure.
deny like how great
He plays the same
was in
character
some
in
of those
Dodgeball,
movies.
though.
Like the first Zoolander is so good.
Yeah.
Look
So
at,
good.
Hey, look at this.
I prefer Royal
Guys.
Tenenbaums, honestly.
Oh, I mean, same.
Yeah.
Same.
Boop, boop, boop,
Eh,
boop,
eh,
do,
eh,
do,
eh.
do.
Wait, stop. Hold on.
Oh,
You know what this reminds me of?
Opum Gangnam
Hold
Style.
on. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of the what is it? The Mick Jagger and David Bowie song.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
For some
Dancing
reason,
in
the
the
street.
Mr. Roboto.
Like you can't tell me this doesn't remind you of
It
that
does,
for some
though.
reason.
Well, it reminds me of like you know you remember like
He
the
looks
Harry,
like David Bowie, dude.
Well, you remember like the Harry Potter games.
talk
and
about
everything,
James like
and
that.
you'd see like Alan Rickman just kind of like walk across the screen. Just reminds me of like Alan Rickman just like going back and forth there, Mr. Potter.
That's how you reorient. Okay.
There
I was
you go.
trying to remember. I started doing this, trying to reorient the screen.
Well, and then you were just jiving.
Yep. As James would
As
do.
one
As James
does.
would do, like, and then shoot his friend for eating a pizza. But you know, as
How can you sit there?
Eating
eat
pizza.
It's one of the best scenes in this
That was
whole
great.
game.
You know what, James? Screw off. I can eat a
Did they
pizza
put that in the
anytime
new,
I
wait?
want.
Did they put that in the new one?
No.
Wait,
I-
really?
No, I don't think so.
No, because they want to be more serious.
Yeah,
for
because
their
it's a
stupid
more
game.
serious experience. There's
Oh,
less
honest-
comedy.
Honestly, all these remakes
I
are
don't
just like
that's just
soulless.
sad.
They're all soulless
Yeah,
recreations
man.
of the original, and they have no
Like-
they have no spirit to them at all. Like,
Like-
they have no feeling.
At least with
Yeah.
RE4, they took Lewis and they like added more character to him and stuff. Like
Oh,
they,
yeah,
they did something with him.
After
you
hiring
know?
a bunch of voice actors that are worse than the
And-
original, yes.
like
Get
um,
winded.
But like, dude, like, I don't know. I like even when they announced it. Like, I'm glad that it came out and the reviews were good. Like, people were like it
people liked
exceeded
it.
people's expectations.
Yeah.
I don't think remakes are necessary most of the time. I mean, unless they're
Ooh,
like
but-
unless the game is like super dated. or
Again,
whatever.
this is the like
Well,
I stand
yeah.
by the argument they should be remaking games that were bad to make them better.
Well, here's the problem with that, though, man.
Yeah.
Here's the fundamental problem with that argument every single time is that nobody would have an audience for those games.
I mean,
Because they're
there's
bad
gotta be an
games.
audience for Balan Wonderworld.
No, it's like people who commit tax
Well,
fraud.
It's the same.
That is the audience
dude,
for Balan
like,
Wonderworld.
It's the
Yeah,
same.
that's fair.
It's the same idea that like think about like Animal Crossing.
Insider trading.
No
Oh,
one,
yeah,
dude. Like,
yeah.
aside from people that were like, grew up on Animal Crossing, no one played Animal Crossing until everyone was stuck at home and were like during the pandemic we don't talk about.
Yeah. We
but
don't talk
on-
about that.
But like where everyone was like, well, I gotta play something, guys, and then everyone bought Animal Crossing
well, I don't think it
because it came out the week that the pandemic happened. you
I
know?
think Animal Crossing had more, like, especially on, like, maybe, like, 3DS and everything, not necessarily the Switch, but there was, like, people who there was an audience for Animal
Oh,
Crossing
for sure.
for a while.
Like,
Yeah.
It might have been boosted during, like, the time we shall not recall, but otherwise, like, it still had, like, some value. People liked it a lot. You know what I mean?
The disease
Yeah.
that shall not be named.
Yes, yeah, we'll just leave it at that.
Like it's
Yeah.
Voldemort. But like
Hopefully never to come
but like
back.
no,
Yeah,
but think about
yeah.
it, like Animal Crossing was not a like 20-30 million like
Wasn't
like,
that big of an
series.
IP. I'll give you
Originally,
that.
yeah.
It wasn't
Yeah.
originally that big of an IP, but like I think Mario Kart is like the same thing though, where it
Well,
got to the
yeah.
Switch and then it ballooned up to where it is now.
Like
Yeah.
again,
It
I
had a comfortable audience. Before.
yeah. Well, I mean,
like
think
good
about
audience.
Yeah.
it. Well, you want to know why you can tell Mario Kart it's always been popular, but like basically anybody that had a Wii U had Mario Kart 8 on it.
Well, yeah.
You know,
because
I mean-
that was the game you played with your friends.
I mean, dude, like the Switch, they just give that game away when you buy a
Yeah.
console, dude.
Yeah.
They just give it to you. Like, here you go.
Yep, and that's why
Hey.
it's such a high-selling game.
It's a
like
pack-in game like Wii Sports at this
Wii
point.
Sports, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Wii Sports too. Yeah.
I mean,
I wonder if that will come out like a revamped version of that soon.
I bet there will be.
I mean, like, think about it, dude. Like during
But
Black Friday, you could get a base Switch with Mario Kart Deluxe for like $250.
Yeah.
Like that's a good deal.
Those are the times, man. That was before inflation struck us hard.
I mean, dude,
Switch.
like inflation's always sucks.
Switch Sports even sell that well? I don't think it did.
It did. It did in Japan.
It's just the player base dropped off hard.
Well, I wonder why, because they only had like 3 games.
Yeah, they didn't really support
Well,
it.
they also like
It took them like 10 years to add golf.
Swing, baby.
I
Swing.
mean, yeah, like, well, the problem is like it was such a
Wrecked.
Like Switch Sports is not a bad game. It's
No,
just if you look at the level of the lack of like content compared to like Wii Sports Resort. I mean,
It's laughable.
it's laughable.
Well, that is the problem where they keep on releasing games that aren't finished.
Yep.
I mean, like,
what you mean? Mario Strikers was great.
Oh yeah.
Let's not talk about that because that's still that's a huge disappointment.
Yeah, it was.
I really love the original one on GameCube.
I mean, if you ask me now, Switch Sports is worth it now because like there's like you got like golf and you got all the extra games that should have been there in the beginning.
But you have to strike when the iron's hot, not when it's like lukewarm.
I
and
agree.
People are like, well, what's the next game that's going to come out? Because I'm not going to spend more time on this. It was,
Yeah.
Better take it anyway.
Yeah, you better take that, James. Take it with you.
Yeah, take it with you, James.
It'll let you know when someone's coming.
I like that.
I like that he like mumbles to himself and you don't know what he said. I got blood on my shoes. I will have
blood
you know.
on your shoes, son? Are you telling me you're walking in blood? Is that A positive I see there?
Is it yeah?
Or is that a B negative? Can I get a transfusion?
The rarest one. Oh.
Oh no!
Oh.
You're in Silent Hill, y'all. God, it's too bad about Kojima, no, not being in charge of this franchise, really. But,
I mean,
Elgar Delta's gonna be interesting.
I mean,
No, it's
Konami's been dropped. Like, aside from porting all their older games,
yeah.
they've dropped the ball, man. Like, I mean,
What, you don't like Trauma? You don't like
dude,
Silent Hill Trauma?
I mean, like, Silent Hill fans they've been in a drought for like the better part of a decade, and all they got, obviously besides a good, it seems like a good remake of 2, is a very very mediocre free to play game, and then a choose your own adventure, guys.
Well,
until we shut it down.
Because everyone just like was making fun of it too hard because it sucks.
I mean, like, who thought that was a good idea? Like, genuinely.
I mean, okay, so here's the thing. Games like, what's that one where it was popular on, like, the PS3, PS4, and Midnight's Dawn, or...
Midnight Run?
No.
That's a racing game.
The horror game that was, like, you get to play as all these different kind of characters, and then you get to kind of decide how they, like, live or die.
Oh, like Until Dawn.
Until Dawn, thank you.
The one that's getting a movie.
That is nothing like the game.
Well, that's fine, because the games kind of suck now.
I did enjoy Until Dawn when it came out.
Yeah, it's a good game.
I know, but it's sort of like the Telltale problem, where it's. I mean, it.
After you play the first time,
the gimmick runs out very quickly unless you have wicked good stories.
Also, the motion controls to try and stay still was
horrible,
not,
dude.
Not great. The amount of times I died trying to save everybody, and then
you don't want to pay $50 for a highly upgraded version of it on PS5.
Maybe.
No, I don't.
Like, why was that not a $10 upgrade?
Well, dude, because like that company kind of sucks, to be honest with you. But I don't know. That's not to be mean, but
no, you're entitled to your own opinion.
Well, they stretched themselves out like wicked thin, just like Telltale. And then Telltale started making like 5 or 6 different games that had like
for them, they just had really bad management.
That's it.
Telltale, that is a can of worms that is just has been out for a long time.
It's a shame because I liked some of their games.
Yeah.
I like parts of Walking Dead.
Yeah, I liked them.
I liked the Telltale ones. That's kind of
Did you play all the way through? Like
all the
every
way
story?
through.
Yeah, all 4.
I cried at the end of the last one.
More so the first one, but yeah. The first one's so sad.
Everything else after that was sort of
like when obviously I don't want to spoil for people, but like what happens towards like in the very last episode, I choked up a little bit, like because again it's a character that's been around for like a decade, And
well, no respect for Ducky. No respect for Ducky.
Fair.
Or his dad, who's like a total craphead.
Yeah.
But yeah,
you guys excited for the Silent Hill movie?
Isn't there? I'm hoping it'll be good, but
I don't have high hopes, honestly. I mean, it is like the original director coming back and stuff, I believe, right? So
yeah,
that should be interesting. You know what? You know what's gonna suck though, wicked hard, is that Zelda movie. The live-action Zelda movie.
I don't know, man. I haven't hated anything that guy's made so far, and like the last.
So, do you know who the writer is?
No.
Same guy who wrote Batman v Superman. Same guy who also
Wait,
wrote...
Dennis Goyer?
Yes, also the same guy.
No,
I think
it's not.
it's a mixture of writers. So it's part of the team that wrote that. Also the dude who wrote all of the Jurassic World, Dominion, and everything else movies.
Oh,
wait, Derek Connolly?
So I'm pretty sure.
Well, Derek Connolly wrote what's it called? That was really good.
What?
Well, no. Didn't he write the first draft for the Star Wars movie that got axed, and then they rewrote it for like?
You mean the thing that didn't happen?
Duel of the Fates?
That didn't happen though.
It didn't happen, yeah.
So it's like doesn't matter like how good it looked because they didn't actually
make it.
Yeah. So I don't count that.
Did I get the? I did get the.
Because I didn't know they announced the writers.
I did get the.
Yeah, they announced like the writer and then the director, I believe.
As of right now, the only person attached is Derek Connolly.
So how do you like Jurassic World?
I didn't see it.
They're all pretty terrible, man.
I saw the first one.
Yeah.
I got taken for my birthday to IMAX.
Yeah.
And it was fine. And then I saw the trailer for the second one, and I went, I'm good. And then I saw the trailer for the third one, and I went,
All right, we're in.
I'm still good.
So
They're just not. I'm not the audience for those movies.
That's my wife's dress.
hey. Oh,
I'm a little more optimistic for the next Jurassic Park movie because David Koepp is coming back.
okay.
The guy that wrote, the original one and the Spider-Man movie from 2002.
So maybe it'll be.
And the guy wrote and directed Stir of Echoes and Premium Rush. I'm like, dude, I'm in. I'm like, if he's coming back, I'm gonna go see it.
So here's my problem. Like,
Yeah.
what do you do now with Jurassic Park? Because honestly,
Make it good.
you could try, but I mean, the first Jurassic Park, that was it. That's like the movie you do, and then you don't make any more movies.
I mean, like, I agree. I mean, like, I don't really have. I have a soft spot for the third one because it's kind of like stupid adventure dumb.
it is wicked dumb.
But I'd rather it just be like a quick like hour and a half movie and just be in and out.
Instead of like 3 hours.
Yeah,
long.
dude.
Yeah.
Like dude, let me tell you the plot of the second Jurassic World movie, and then you tell me how excited you are
I know
for
they
Zelda.
turned the back half into a Scooby-Doo episode.
Dude, there's
Hell
clones.
yeah.
There's clones in that.
There we
like, there's
go.
a little girl that's like the clone of the dude's granddaughter, and then she releases all the dinosaurs into like the world, and then they start like taking over the planet.
It's just
And then she's like, because they're clones like me. Oh, dude.
oh, that's where she goes like, ha.
Hey, damn it.
Right.
I love the way he says damn it. It's just like so cold.
Just break. Yeah.
Ow! Hey, wait! Damn it.
Damn it.
Damn it.
Oh, James, I love you.